The great secret of all achievement, the truth hidden in plain sight, is this: you must act as if your time has come, not tomorrow, not next week, not when the circumstances are right, but now. In this present moment, you must assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, and walk in it, live in it, dwell in it, as if it were already true. This is not a philosophy of pretense. It is not a mere game of make-believe. It is the spiritual law by which the unseen becomes seen, by which the impossible becomes real. Your outer world is nothing more than a reflection of your inner state. What you accept as true within will eventually become your experience without. So you must choose wisely. You must dare boldly. And above all, you must live as though your time has come. Look not to appearances. Appearances deceive. They tempt you to believe in limitation, in delay, in lack, in opposition. But appearances are but shadows cast by the light of consciousness. They are the echoes of former beliefs, and they have no power except the power you give them. If you would change the shadow, you must change the light. And the light is within you. What you are conscious of being, you are. That which you feel yourself to be, you become. Your state of consciousness is the key to everything you call reality. And so the question is never, when will it happen, or how will it come? The only question is, can I assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled now? Can you feel successful when there is no evidence of success? Can you feel loved when there is no one affirming your worth? Can you feel abundant when the account says otherwise? Can you stand firm in the conviction that your time has come? You are not waiting for a sign, you are the sign. You are not seeking permission, you are the author of your story. You are not hoping the world will change, you are changing the world by your assumption. So act accordingly. When you move through the world as one who already possesses that which you desire, the world cannot help but conform to your assumption. But this movement must be internal first. You do not need to act externally to persuade others or force situations. That is not the way. The true action takes place in the theater of the mind, in the sacred space of imagination. There, unseen by any eye, you enter the state desired. You clothe yourself in its feeling. You walk in its atmosphere. You think from it, not of it. And then, without strain, the world rearranges itself. Doors open. People appear. Opportunities flow. But they are only the reflections of the state you have dared to occupy within. You did not chase them. You did not beg for them. You did not strive in anxious desperation. You simply assumed your time had come, and the world had no choice but to catch up with your inner vision. Many wait for a sign before they believe, but that is not faith, that is sight, and sight is always behind the truth. It lags. Faith goes before. Faith is the evidence of things not seen, the substance of things hoped for. Faith is acting as if your time has already come. It is confidence without a contract, assurance without proof, a knowing that surpasses reason. And so, if you would live a life of miracles, begin with this. Decide what you want and assume it is already yours. Not one day, not if you're lucky, not if the economy improves or someone helps you. No. Assume it now, right here in this moment. Feel the relief, feel the gratitude, feel the joy of already being the one you long to be. And stay there. Dwell in that state. Think from it. Respond to life from it. Others may think you are foolish. Let them. They are not the ones scripting your life. They do not carry your vision. Their doubts are merely a reflection of their own limitations. Do not accept their verdicts as your truth. You are not bound by the opinions of others. You are bound only by the assumptions you hold to be true. So if you must be bound to joy. Be bound to success. Be bound to the glorious realization that your time has come. Your great work, every invention, every breakthrough, began in the unseen. It began as a feeling, a vision, a knowing. It did not wait for validation. It moved boldly from the inner realm and demanded expression. And so it is with your dream. It is not waiting for conditions to be perfect. It is waiting for you to act as if it's already real. There is a great power in the unseen. Do not underestimate it. What you cannot yet touch or measure still carries infinite weight. The moment you feel yourself to be different, the world begins to shift. It may not shift immediately to your senses, but the seed has been planted, the roots are growing, the structure is forming. Do not disturb it with doubt. Do not dig it up with worry. Simply water it with faith and feed it with feeling. Feel as though the thing you long for is already done. Walk through your day as though everything you touch turns to gold. Speak with the authority of one who knows. Move with the confidence of one whose destiny is sealed. Not arrogance, not pretense, but quiet, inner certainty, a deep calm that says it is finished. This is the way of transformation. This is the law by which you rise. No more hoping, no more wishing, no more waiting for life to give you permission. Take it. Assume it. Step into the role. Wear it as a garment. Let it become natural to you. And you will find that life bends to your inner posture. If you see yourself as second class, life will treat you accordingly. If you feel unworthy, the world will echo that feeling. But if you decide with full conviction that you are chosen, favored, worthy of all good things, then your experience must align with that belief. The world is a mirror, reflecting not what you say you want, but who you are in consciousness. So be the person now, not later, not after the promotion, not after the healing, not after the breakthrough, now. Because the secret is this: when you act as if your time has come, it does. You collapse time. You draw the future into the present. You bring heaven to earth. There is no power outside of you determining your fate. You are the operant power. You are the director of your destiny. If you delay yourself. If you doubt, you hinder your own progress. But if you believe, if you dare to feel it real, the universe rushes to support you. Events conspire in your favor. Circumstances align. People and resources move to meet your need. This is not magic. This is law. Immutable, exact. As you sow in feeling, so shall you reap in experience. So plant the seed of already done. Plant the seed of I am now who I desire to be, and hold fast. No matter what your senses tell you, no matter how long it seems to take, no matter how contrary the evidence, keep acting as if your time has come, and it will come, because it already has. Many live life in reverse. They wait to feel successful until success appears. They wait to feel loved until someone chooses them. They wait to feel abundant until the money is in the bank. But that is not the way. Feeling must precede the fact. The inner must lead the outer. You cannot experience what you have not first accepted as true within. So if you desire love, feel yourself cherished. If you desire wealth, feel yourself prosperous. If you desire healing, feel yourself whole. And do not merely feel it once. Saturate yourself in it. Return to it often. Make it your dwelling place. And from that place, act, speak, think, respond. Do not say, I will be, for that is to always push it into the future. Say, I am. I am successful. I am loved. I am healthy. I am chosen. I am favored. Let these become your inner affirmations, not because you hope they are true, but because you know they are. The inner speech is the root of the outer life. What are you saying to yourself when no one is listening? What thoughts do you rehearse in the silence? What feelings do you feed when you're alone? These are the seeds of your tomorrow. You cannot entertain failure and manifest success. You cannot dwell in fear and produce joy. You cannot rehearse rejection and expect connection. So change the script. Write a new inner dialogue, one where you are the victor, not the victim, one where your dreams are not distant hopes but present realities, one where every obstacle is merely a stepping stone, every delay a setup for greater glory. Speak to yourself as one who knows, my time has come, my door is open, my destiny is here, and then live accordingly. The world responds not to your need, but to your assumption. Do not wait to feel worthy. Assume you are. Do not wait to be chosen. Choose yourself. Do not wait to be told you are enough. Declare it. And in doing so, you step into alignment with the creative power of the universe. You become one with the law of becoming. This moment is sacred. This breath, this thought, this choice. It holds the power to rewrite everything. You are not stuck. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are right on time. And if you will simply act as if your time has come, you will find that the whole of life begins to unfold in ways you never imagined. You are not here to strive endlessly. You are here to remember who you are, to awaken to the truth of your divine power, to assume your rightful place in the story you were born to tell. And that story begins with one simple choice: to act, to feel, to live as if your time has come. Because it has. You cannot continue to identify with who you have been and expect to experience a life you've never known. To remain anchored in the story of limitation while hoping for freedom is to pull in opposite directions. And nothing in nature thrives in conflict with itself. You must be undivided. Your thoughts, your feelings, your inner vision must all say yes to the same truth, that you are already the person you have longed to become. It is not enough to wish. It is not enough to dream. Those are beginnings, yes, but they are seeds, not fruit. A seed must be planted, nourished, and allowed to die to its former shape before it can become something new. So, too, your old identity must be surrendered. You cannot become and cling at the same time. To act as if your time has come means to release the old man and step fully into the new, the version of you that was waiting, hoping, explaining, doubting. That version must go. And it does not leave through force. It leaves through neglect. Starve it. Refuse to feed it with your attention. Stop giving your energy to thoughts of delay, stories of failure, rehearsals of rejection. They may come knocking, but you do not have to open the door. Let them pass. They are not welcome in the life you are now living. And if they persist, remind them gently, I no longer live there. I no longer speak that language. My time has come. There is a holiness in this way of being, for to walk in the unseen is to walk in faith, and faith is not weakness. It is the highest strength. It dares to call things that are not as though they were. It declares victory before the battle is won. It celebrates the outcome before it is visible, and it does so not blindly, but with the full awareness that every outcome first existed in consciousness before it appeared in form. You have done this before, whether you realize it or not. Every chapter of your life was once a thought, a feeling, a conviction you carried. Your present circumstances are echoes of past assumptions. So do not curse them. Do not resent what is. Recognize it as the residue of who you used to be, and then move on. Shift your attention to where you are going. Act from your vision, not your memory. The body will try to pull you back. It remembers pain. It remembers loss. It will try to speak to you through tension, through resistance. But it is only a messenger. Its signals are not final. They are merely the vibrations of beliefs long held. You can listen without obeying. You can feel the resistance and move anyway. That is true courage. To act even when the senses scream otherwise. Your time has come. And that means your habits must reflect it. You cannot speak as one waiting and expect to manifest what has already arrived. You cannot carry yourself as one who doubts and expect the rewards of faith. The new state must be lived. Not just imagined in silence, but embodied in every step, every breath, every choice. And the world will take notice, not because you demand attention, but because you radiate certainty. There is an atmosphere that surrounds those who know, not those who pretend, not those who boast, but those who have inwardly claimed the promise. Their words carry weight. Their silence is full of peace. Their presence shifts the room, not by force, but by the quiet authority of inner alignment. They do not need to persuade anyone because they have already persuaded themselves. Their conviction is enough. Be that person. Do not wait for the evidence. Be the evidence. Let your life preach without words. Let your joy become the announcement that something glorious has arrived. Let your peace speak louder than any fear. This is not performance. This is transformation. You are not acting to impress. You are acting to express the reality you have chosen. And yes, there will be moments when doubt creeps in. There will be days when the outer world seems unchanged. Do not be discouraged. Do not interpret delay as denial. The seed takes time to break through the soil. The harvest is invisible before it is inevitable. Your only task is to remain faithful to the vision. Return to it daily. Water it with feeling. Live from it, not toward it. When the world says no, say yes within. When the facts say wait, say now in your heart. When the evidence says lack, say abundance in your soul. You are not denying reality, you are creating it. You are not ignoring what is, you are deciding what will be. And the act of assumption is the bridge from here to there. This is the sacred gift you carry, the ability to become, and not through effort, but through identity. The world will tell you to work harder, to do more, to chase endlessly. But the truth is far simpler, far more elegant. Change your state and your world will change. Shift your self-concept and the doors will open. Stop chasing and start becoming. Become now. Let the future you desire be the present you dwell in. Speak as that person. Think as that person. Expect as that person. What would you do if your time had truly come? How would you speak to yourself? How would you treat your body? How would you walk into a room? That is how you must live now, not when the bank account changes, not when someone validates you, but now, in the absence of any evidence. You do not become by addition. You become by assumption. And the assumption is sustained by repetition. Repetition is not dull. It is the song of creation. Every time you return to your desired state, you carve it deeper into the fabric of reality. Every time you reject the old story and embrace the new, you fortify the path. And soon it becomes natural, it becomes effortless, it becomes who you are. Then the world mirrors you with precision, not by chance, not by accident, but by law. You no longer strain to manifest. You no longer grasp for outcomes. They come to you because you have become the vessel that naturally receives them. Like a magnet, you draw only what matches your inner world, and what you no longer believe in no longer finds you. There is nothing outside of you that can stop this process. Not people, not circumstances, not time. The only gatekeeper is you. The only requirement is that you act as if it's already done. And the longer you do, the sooner it must crystallize. Reality has no choice but to bow to the conviction of one who refuses to waver. This is why the ancients spoke in parables, why the mystics cloak their truths in metaphor. Because the secret is simple but profound. You are already what you seek, and the only thing keeping you from it is the belief that you are not. The moment you drop that belief, the moment you dare to claim it now, you will see it. Not in imagination alone, but in your waking life. You have the power to remake your world, not through struggle, but through surrender. Surrender to a higher state. Surrender to the self that already is, healed, whole, abundant, successful. That self is not distant. It is not a future possibility. It is present now, waiting to be chosen. Choose it. Choose it not once, but over and over again until it becomes automatic. Until you no longer have to remind yourself, until you wake up in that state and fall asleep in that state, until your words, your tone, your posture, your breath all proclaim without effort, my time has come. And when it does, let no man or circumstance take it from you. Guard it with silence. Nourish it with gratitude. And let it unfold as it must. You do not need to chase outcomes. The outcome will come to you because you are already aligned with it. It recognizes you as its own. This is how the invisible becomes visible. This is how the promise becomes flesh. It does not come through waiting. It comes through being. So be now. Be the one who has already received. Walk in that knowing. Sit in that knowing. Move in that knowing. And if ever you are tempted to doubt, return within. Return to the secret place where your assumption lives. Feed it again, feel it again, and then re-enter the world, not as the one who hopes, but as the one who knows, not as the one who waits, but as the one who is. Everything you desire is already finished in the unseen. It exists now in a higher dimension of you. It is not waiting to be created. It is waiting to be claimed. And you claim it not by wishing, but by assuming, not by asking, but by accepting, not by effort, but by embodiment. The question is no longer, can I have it? The question is, can I become the one who already has it? And the answer always is yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you must. Yes, you already are. So take your stand. Assume your place. Claim your inheritance. And do so without hesitation, without apology, without delay. Act as if your time has come, not because you hope it has, but because you know it has. And in that knowing, in that living, you will see all things align. You will witness the unseen becoming seen. You will marvel at how the world bends to your inner command. And you will realize that it was never about the thing. It was about the becoming. You were not chasing a goal. You were discovering yourself. You were uncovering the truth that had always been buried beneath doubt, beneath delay, beneath disbelief. And now that the veil is lifted, now that the old story has dissolved, you are free. Free to live as the one you were born to be. Free to walk in power, in joy, in confidence. Free to move without fear. Free to speak with authority. Free to love without condition. Free to rise. Because your time has come, and nothing can stop it now. And so let it be settled in your heart. Your time has come. Not tomorrow, not someday, not when the stars align or conditions seem perfect. Now, this moment is your invitation to live from the truth of what already is. You are no longer waiting, you are walking. You are no longer seeking, you are seeing. Let your thoughts, your words, your movements reflect the inner knowing that you have arrived. No more delay, no more excuses. Act not out of desperation, but from fulfillment. Speak not to become, but because you are. Carry yourself not with striving, but with certainty. The world will mirror back the reality you faithfully embody. And as you remain unwavering in your assumption, all that is yours must find its way to you. This is the quiet power of alignment, the sacred law of being. You are the living proof of what once was unseen. You are the fulfillment of the promise. So walk boldly, speak truthfully, love deeply, and live freely. For your time has come, and it is yours to claim, not in hope, but in truth. Let the world witness what happens when a soul remembers who they are, and let it begin now.